Hey everyone, it's Zach here. Just a really quick video testing some new equipment. So I finally got a proper camera, a Sony a6-300. I'm going to turn the vibration off on that because that's really annoying. So I don't have any lighting yet. I don't have an external mic yet. That's to come. I'm just using the daylight bulbs in my living room. So, you know, the lighting's not going to be perfect yet, but it's a sunny day. So it should hopefully come out okay. This is mainly just testing the tripod, the camera, and you know, just getting used to all the settings and things, and also testing this resolution and things like that. This thing can do 4K, but I prefer frame rate to resolution, so this should be 1080p at 60 frames a second. I can do 1080p at 120 frames if I want, but I lose some quality and bitrate at that kind of setting. So I decided just to stick with 60 frames instead. Frame rate over resolution any day. All about the smoothness for me. And I thought, hey, you know what? Let's just talk about Android P for a little bit, shall we? It's big in the news right now, so why not talk about that? So, you know, I've got it on my 2XL. I've had it for about a week. I installed it as soon as it came out. So, you know, it's a bit of a mixed bag. I don't think it's as bad as a lot of people are saying it is. You know, I'm not going to be doing a what's new in Android P. You know what's new in Android P. Everyone knows at this point. It's been out a week. I'm just going to go over the things I like and dislike. So let's have a look. First of all, Pixel Launcher changes. I'm glad the pane at the bottom's back. I kind of liked it on the first generation Pixel. Don't necessarily like the black shadow bar at the top of it. I bring it in and wait for autofocus to kick in. There you go. I don't necessarily like the shadow it leaves at the top there, but I do quite like having that separation for the dock. I like that the microphone button's back. I know you've got squeeze, the hot word detection, which I'm not going to say because I have about 2, maybe 3 Google Homes and everything, and about 3-4 other smartphones and tablets and a Pixelbook all within earshot of me that will all go off if I say it. You know, and I know you've got all those different ways of activating Google Assistant, but the search bar looked wrong, just having the G there and then having empty space there. It would have been better really if they'd have just kept the pill from the first generation Pixel, really. That was the best looking thing, in my opinion. And then kind of integrated, I think, weather and the at a glance into this information at the side. Maybe you could have swiped along it. I think that would have looked better, rather than having a search bar. That's just my opinion. Anyway, it looks better having the microphone there rather than just having empty space at the right. That's really it in kind of launcher settings. There is a weird bug when you open the app drawer. You can see the wallpaper, widgets and settings cog behind the app drawer, which you shouldn't be able to. It's not a big deal. It's just, you know, something they're going to have to work out before the finished build, hopefully. Just quickly, you might see a small rainbow effect on my Pixel. Funnily enough, I can't see it if I actually look at my phone. So I've just turned my head away from the camera and I can't see it. But you can see it on the camera, and that is just the screen protector with dot matrix that I have on my 2XL. It's really weird. Cameras see this weird rainbow effect, but my eyes can't. So if you think my screen looks a bit rainbowy sometimes, it's just my screen protector coming out on the camera for some weird reason. Yeah, so ignore that. That's just the screen protector being random on screen. Nothing else really has changed in the launcher. That's literally it. I don't even think there's anything new in settings, is there? I don't use Pixel Launcher, so no, nothing else has changed. Yay. I'll be honest, I use Launcher. I usually use Nova. Nova is being a little bit buggy in P preview. Just this thing about unsupported API levels or something. They're not being funny, that's to be expected. I'm in a beta program. So I'm in Launcher, and Launcher has this bug when you change launchers where you get this random empty screen and you just have to kind of do this. And there you go. Anyway, so yeah, I use Launcher just for icon pack support because I like to be able to have nice looking icons. especially the Facebook icon, which has reverted to pre-hollow design for some reason for the last several months. I don't know why. Off topic, back to Android P. Things I like. I like the new quick settings look. I don't like the black bar at the top. That's stupid. I don't know why that's there. I like the separation between the notifications and the quick settings. I like the rounded card UI that continues all the way down to the bottom. I think that's pretty cool. I don't have any messages to show, because I don't think you've got inline reply on Twitter. You don't. I like the new reply UI on messages. Actually, I can just send myself a text. Hello there, breaking out my Obi-Wan Kenobi. I've been expecting you. This whole new UI for that, I think is pretty cool. I like that. I don't like the fact the phone vibrates every time you tap the notification bar. That's just off-putting. I don't know why that's there. I don't need haptic feedback. I'm generally a big fan of haptic feedback, especially when typing. Especially on the 2XL, because it's the nicest haptic feedback I've had for an Android phone. But I don't get why it needs to tell me that I've touched the status bar. I know I've touched the status bar. That's why my notifications are showing. That's obvious to me. You silly thing. I don't mind the clock being on the left, surprisingly. I'm used to it. It actually kind of looks consistent in a way, having something always on the left and something always on the right instead of empty space. I like that. What I don't like is having a maximum of 4 notifications on the left before the little dot here comes up, telling you that you have more than that. Now, I reckon this is just a bug in the preview, because obviously this preview is meant to be getting developers ready for phones with notches, which you can simulate. I don't want the notch, just throwing that out there. I don't think Google are going to do it. I think that they're just making the operating system work well with notches so that the phones that inevitably do have it are at least going to work okay. What I do like is that I only have 1 extra notification roughly, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's only 1 dot. If I have 6 notifications, so 2 more than shows here, that dot becomes 2. So it gives you an indication of how many extra notifications you have. That's quite useful. But yeah, the clock being on the left isn't a big deal. It'd be nice if you could choose, but not a big deal. I don't mind that. That's actually okay, surprisingly. Thought I was going to hate it. I love that the quick settings are a scrollable list up and down now. That is a great idea. Whoever it is that decided to get rid of the pages, thank you. Because this is great. Instead of having to remember what page your quick settings are on, this is so much better. Having extra information under them. So, for example, when nightlight is going to automatically turn on. Great idea. Getting rid of expandable quick settings. For example, being able to tap on the Wi-Fi name and see a list of Wi-Fi networks. Whoever got rid of that, I would like to hit you in the head with a fire extinguisher, because I use that all the time. Same with Do Not Disturb. Why is it just on and off now? That's not even just in the quick settings, it's just on and off now. There's no alarms only. There is no priority only. There is no total silence. Why? It's just stupid. The 3 profiles was a great idea. Please, Sundar, if you're watching this, and I know you're really not, but if on the off chance you're slumming it on YouTube, bring that back. Things I do like. Volume at the side. I didn't know I needed this until they did it. So much easier having that there. I do like having ring, vibrate and mute. What I don't like is that even if the phone is set to vibrate and I'm listening to music on my earphones and I get a notification, it dips the volume of the music I'm listening to tell me I have a message, even though the phone's on vibrate. And the only way to, even if it's on mute, in fact, the only way to stop it from doing that is putting it on priority only.